All right, traders, a very warm welcome to you all. This is Devang Mehra and welcome to the market outlook for the monthly expiry. The most explosive event of not only this month of the year, we are now coming to the close of 2021 and setting into 2022. Take a minute and think about what is the New Year resolution that you have for 2022. What is that one thing which you plan to work for throughout this year? Put it in the comments. I would love to know what is your New Year resolution. And let's come back after 1 year to this video and see if we have achieved that goal. But keeping all those things aside, this is Wednesdays. Wednesdays screw your mind. I think by now you all must have written it down that Devang has said Wednesdays will always screw your mind. And it's been ages that Wednesdays hasn't given you any good trending market. It's been ages. Wednesdays have always been such, I would say, frustrating markets. And during the market, even today, I think around 2 o'clock or so, I just said, I'm not trading. I'm now taking a break. I will see you tomorrow. And the minute I said that, I was having my lunch and 3 o'clock, markets fall. FII selling, markets fell down. I think Nifty, if you see, it fell from the 250 highs till 180 levels. And Bank Nifty was the one that came in under more severe pressure because when FII sell, they will sell the large cap banks. We've seen that in the last 1 month. And the banks got sold from 35,200 till 34,900. 300 points selling in the last 15-20 minutes. This is how severe today's market was. And today I talked, and just a funny thing, one of my members, Govind, he sent a very interesting message. I couldn't stop laughing. That's why I'm sharing it with you. He said that I don't trade on 3 days. I don't trade on Saturday. I don't trade on Sunday. I don't trade on Wednesday. Even Wednesday is a holiday for me. And I think that is one advice that everyone is probably going to take away from this meeting and take away from this video. But let us see how the next Wednesdays turn out. What has happened has happened. And what is a fact is a fact. You know how Wednesdays are, and they'll always be like this. And the other thing I talked about in the morning, I think when markets today, when they fell down, last evening, I did mention some very interesting notes. I hope you all have listened to them very carefully. And I said, don't change your view just because of Wednesday. And today morning, when the markets opened 9:15, they immediately plunged down about 50, 60 points. Actually, more than that, 70, 80 points, they plunged down and immediately recovered. So a lot of people, made some good interpretations from that voice note. I hope you got help from that. And throughout the day, markets were just going up and down, gave a fake breakout in the morning, then again came back down. The reason 17.3 hasn't been able to break, I think I've mentioned it every day on Telegram as well as the YouTube now, is that it's got the highest call OI. It's got the highest call writing. That is why the markets are finding it very difficult to break those levels. So we will have to observe how the markets are opening and how they are performing, because breaking 17,300 has become a very big barrier due to the OI of December. Same thing on the bottom side, 17,000 as the highest open index. If you remember those points, how when the markets fell down, even then the 17,000 put option open interest didn't get compromised. And that's the reason why markets have, catapulted back and rebounded back to where it is right now. But overall, Nifty was still okay. But Bank Nifty, 300-400 point in 15-20 minutes is something quite big. And I don't expect you all to take part in that. And I made 2 remarks today. I said, today, the tennis match is going on. The Bulls have come to the volley. And ICICI Bank was performing very well. I think we got a 744, 745 high in the mornings. And today when ICICI was performing, the other banks weren't performing. But ICICI Bank kept the markets afloat. And when ICICI Bank again came in the morning, it gave you great rallies also. I think today Bank Nifty gave a very good momentum till 35,380. Again, the daily magnet came. Some people identified that in the memberships and they made some good money, but I didn't go short because I was expecting that now the ball has bounced too much. It's been tested too many times and maybe now the markets will finally break out. Or if they don't break out today, they will consolidate here and they'll break out on Thursday. That was the plan that I was expecting. But again, the sell-off came. And I said one thing, that today neither the Bulls are making money nor the bears, but the spectators of the tennis match, they are making money. And eventually, I think they are the people who've been very comfortable today. Anyone who entered buy, sell, anything, you have been trapped. Or if you haven't been trapped, you have been really, I would say, frustrated. Even if you've got some profit. We took one trade, and I think I'll talk about that. Why I took that trade, because मैंने एक update दिया था, I think around 11ish or something, when the market wasn't able to, when it gave a fake breakout and it was coming back towards the lows. I'll show you that chart. If you open a 15-minute chart, I'll show you what was happening on a 5-minute chart. on a 5-minute chart, this was the time period of what is this, 11:15. Okay, इधर कहीं हमने कहाँ trade लिया था? We took a trade, I think, somewhere over here. Yes, this was the time period. What was happening is that the market started to give lower highs and lower lows from this fake breakout. Now, what happened was, if you observe this time period, I think the minute I messaged you about this trade was around 11:40, 11:45. I said buy 17,300 put option. Why that? Because highest call open interest and market is unlikely to go above that today. What happened was, जब मैं इसको observe कर रहा था, my plan for all the people was that anyone who is in long, December long, your SL is any 15-minute closing below 17,200. Now, some people said, Ki Devang, why did you take a shot before that? Whereas we were already holding the calls. The reason for that was I wanted to hedge it, number one. Number two, if you observe this consolidation over here, markets went up higher, got sold, went up higher, got sold, went up higher, got sold, went up higher, got sold. So यहाँ पे एक बहुत interesting range build हो गया था and the market was rejecting highs. So when I saw that the market is unable to go above 227 to 28, which was coinciding, if I'm not wrong, with my 100 rupee premium on that chart. 17,300 का जो put option था, at that 11:30 का जो वो zone था, यहाँ पे it was coinciding at 100 rupees. That is why मैंने आपको बोला कि यार 120 के ऊपर when this premium goes, momentum आ जाएगा and your SL has to be compulsory 100. उसके नीचे नहीं जाना. When we took this trade, we were right in that aspect. Because consolidation on the premium of the put, and then when the market started to fall down, it fell down quite rapidly. And I think our premium for 110, it made a high of around 130, 135, if I'm not wrong. Hamara high bana tha around 130 ka. So we made a very good 2:1. When the market kept on going down, 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 यहाँ पे मैंने आपको message लिखा कि today either we take a cost to cost. Let me know how did you perform in this put, if you took this put or not. मैंने कहा no, this is my psychology. देखो, every day you can't be right. And मैं हमेशा ये बात बोलता हूँ, आज ही मैंने बोला था कि कभी-कभी take the quits with the market. हमेशा जीतना नहीं है. We can't prove the market wrong always. कभी-कभी we should accept our draw or not defeat, draw. कि आज हम ना कुछ देंगे, ना कुछ लेंगे. जब प्रीमियम 130 पे आया था, it dawned upon me कि देवांग निकलना 2:1 हो चुका हुआ है. But I said because I had come to this level again and again and again, I thought कि मैं 170 तक तो wait करूंगा. अब I'm coming over here. But उसके बाद markets kept giving inside bar, and then it recovered and eventually we had to get out of 110. हमारा जो cost to cost था. So again, discipline is the key. Accepting your mistake, not mistake I would say, accepting ego. Ego is the word here. Ego कभी बीच में नहीं लाना कि यार मार्केट कैसे नीचे नहीं गिर रहा, क्यों नहीं नीचे गिर रहा. अगर नीचे नहीं गिर रहा, एक्सेप्ट करो, वापस घूम जाओ. Chameleon is the word. You have to be a chameleon in this market. And जब मार्केट घूम रहा है, it is showing you कि मैं एक 15 मिनट क्लोज 17.2 के नीचे नहीं देना चाहता हूं. तो जो तो नहीं निकला वो फंस गया. Because वो I think 130 का जो प्रीमियम था, it made a low of around 80-85 rupees. And again in the end 120 चला गया. So you will be thinking कि shit यार, अगर पकड़ा होता तो शायद वहां तक पैसा मिल चुका होता. But हमारा काम hope पे ट्रेड करना नहीं है. We are not here to trade hope. So hopefully you understood this. I hope सारा ये जो गेम था, हमने ये क्यों ट्रेड लिया था, क्या चल रहा था, I hope आपको समझ आ गया. तो eventually जब मार्केट यहाँ पे था at this point of time, मैंने एक और आप लोगों को अलर्ट दिया था कि अब कॉल मत लेना. मार्केट अगेन ट्राइड टू गो टुवर्ड्स द हाइज, बट मैं काफी फर्म था कि यहाँ पे कॉल मत लेके जाना. इफ यू वांट टू ट्रेड, आइदर यू ट्रेड अ फ्रेश ब्रेकआउट टुमारो or you trade a better valuation that the market will give you, because I shared an open interest with you also. वहां पे short build up and all दिख रहा था. That is why I said कि लेना है तो नीचे के लेवल पे लेना. And वो मैं एक्सपेक्ट सुबह कर रहा था. I was expecting जो डिप आएगा मार्केट में, ये यहाँ पे आएगा. बट यहाँ पे I didn't take any shot. I was away for lunch. But I hope आपको, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the commentary. Haphazard था, market was haphazard, but I hope this commentary जो मैंने आपको आज दिया, you must have found out or learned some new points from this or learned some discipline from that. I hope it has been helpful. So that is how the markets closed. Eventually एक sell off आया. FIIs have sold I think around what, 800-900 crore, but DIs have bought again more than the FIIs, 1,000 crores. But have you observed one thing? No matter what the markets are doing, just observe one thing, on that there is no participation. It has been so awkward. If you've been observing the last few days since the FII involvement has come down, it's been so awkward, I'll put it that way. It was so much easier. I know the markets are falling down earlier, but it was so much easier to trade in the last, I would say, 2 weeks. But अब जो market कर रहा है, एक फॉल आता है, वो एकदम से गिर जाता है, एकदम से रिकवर हो जाता है. क्यों? थिन वॉलेटिलिटी. रिटेल पार्टिसिपेशन बहुत ज्यादा है, एफआई ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व नहीं है. देयर पार्टिसिपेशन हैज कम डाउन क्वाइट अ लॉट. Last evening, I think they bought for the first time in ages, and today they've again sold. So there is still confusion going on in the markets, and because of all these things, I messaged in the evening and I said, don't take home shots, because our initial plan was that we will not change our stance just because what has happened on Wednesday. And I'm holding that stance again in the evening. And around 3:20, I said, we will not take home shots. वो नहीं लेके जाएंगे, कल fresh देखेंगे करना क्या है. And I will still advise you, because of this last 30-minute selling that's come in, it's actually spoiled a trade. It has spoiled a trade. हमारा ये plan था that today, if the markets become sideways volatile, Thursday, we can expect a very good trending move on a flat opening. But today, that sell-off has really spoiled that mood, has spoiled that trade also. Just I wanted to put it out to you. Sorry if it hurts, but it is true. It has really spoiled that trade for you. In the next 2 days, because of that, it's the last 2-3 days of the year, last 2 days, and then 1st January. I am going to take it very light. I'm bringing out to you guys very well. I've been quite active in the last few days, and now in the next 2 days, I will be active. If there is some crucial point to be added, I will let you know on Telegram. But I'm giving you a view today. Hold that view, usko follow karo. But I would like to maintain some low activity and enjoy my time with my friends, my family, and everyone around me. And just enjoy and relax, so that I can start New Year with a bang. And I would really, really request all of you also, forget the market for 2 days. Kya farak padta hai? Already there is no participation. And things really are quite sideways and volatile. In the last 3 days, look at this day, 21st December, kuch nahi hua. Look at this day, kuch nahi hua. Look at this day, kuch nahi hua. Look at this day. I think this was one day when Nifty performed. But otherwise, everything is being lost on gap up and gap downs. Aur to kuch ho hi nahi tha market mein. So all these things add up, and just had some remarks which I wanted to tell you all. Overall, अब कल करना क्या है? That's the point. कल करना क्या है? How to manage and all. How करना क्या है? देखो, मैंने एक रिमार्क दिया था कि एक्सपायरीज पे जनरली ब्रेकआउट्स नहीं होते हैं. We were though holding that अगर Wednesday market flat होगा, then because of short covering or something, the Thursday can give you a very big momentum. But because of what has happened in the last hour, that thing which has always been there, that expiry नहीं होता breakout, उसके अगले दिन हो जाता है. ये एक true हो जाता है. और expiries पे जो भी move आता है, वो generally एक fake out हो जाता है. It is something only because of adjustments, unwinding, short covering, all of those things. Overall, 17,000 still has a very good open interest. 17,100 के नीचे कोई level खास है नहीं, तो market गिरेगा तो फिर 17,000 तक आ जाएगा. 17,300 is a good open interest. So it is likely that the market is going to trade between 17 and 17,300. ये तो बात clear है. अब बात आती है, what is the intraday plan? I think want to add one very interesting thing which Harsh from the team, I'm very grateful to him, has sent me yesterday. It is called the January effect. So thank you Harsh if you're watching this video. This is something which I don't know if you guys, it's there in, I would say, I think if I'm not wrong, it's there in the CFA curriculum also, and it's something which has been there for a very long time. And Harsh sent this to me. Let's read this. JP, I'll just read कोई भी article पढ़ देता हूँ, but I'll give you a background. January effect में क्या होता है, और I'll ask you all something. हमारा year end कब होता है? Our year end is 31st March, okay? And I'll tell you how do you guys manage? आपने कभी notice किया है? सोचना, just think about couple of points, because according to me, जो हमारा next major high या major एक top बनता है, major नहीं बोलूँगा, एक जो अच्छा top बनता है, अब जो मैंने आपको बता चुका हूँ, वो बनता है January 21 के पास. वो मेरा एक है view कि यार वहां तक अगर हमारा December 20 is a very important low, then January 21, that should be a very good high. It should be a good high. So after that we can see some good pre-budget fall. ये मेरा एक time cycle कहता है. बाकी क्या करना है मैं आपको guide हरोस करता हूँ. But एक बड़ा important है, with supplementing this entire time-wise approach that I'm saying, सोच के बताना. मैंने एक trade लिया था Snowman. I'll explain. मैंने एक trade लिया था Snowman. I remember it was quite some time back. And I took that trade, if I'm not wrong, at 60 rupees. This was when COVID happened and the logistics and cold chain companies, they came in very good focus. I bought it at 60. It went till 65 or I think 70 चला गया था. I smiled and I was really happy कि मजा आ गया. It again plunged down. Company was not so doing good. It came till around 50 levels. फिर एक और news आया. It again went to 70 levels. I again smiled. Yeah, I'm doing perfectly fine. And then it eventually again fell down. It went till around 40, 45 levels. और वहाँ पे वो stable हो गया. I bought a lot of shares. मैंने बहुत share लिए थे and I gave a lot of. I remember last year I was very bullish on a lot of companies like FSL, GMM Fodler. Out of all those companies, there was one laggard of Snowman. ये मेरे portfolio में loss दे रहा था. I remember I bought around, if I'm not wrong, 6,000 shares of Snowman. मतलब around समझ लो 4-5 लाख का investment था, जो भी calculate उतने का लिया था. And eventually, my loss coming around 26th of March was around 1.2 lakh. इतना मेरा एक loss चल रहा था. अब I said to myself, Devang, क्या करना है? Because when you are at the year end, a lot of people, not me, सब लोग क्या करते हैं? They will try to book a short-term loss. क्यों? क्योंकि it will be set off in your income tax return with the short-term gain. तो अगर मैंने FSL पे कोई gain book किया है, let us say of 3 lakh rupees, मैंने कोई एक कंपनी है GM पे gain book किया of let us say 2 lakh rupees, मेरा 5 लाख का gain आ गया income tax में. मुझे इसके ऊपर शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन पे करना पड़ेगा 15% का. नाउ अगर मुझे वो पे नहीं करना, अगर मैं कोई अपना कम करना है, व्हाट विल आई डू? आई विल बुक अ लॉस ऑफ स्नोमैन. मैं स्नोमैन का लॉस बुक कर लूंगा. अब मेरा ये जो 5 लाख का गेन है, नाउ दैट विल कम डाउन. लेट अस से 2 लाख का लॉस है. अब ये मेरा -2 हो जाएगा, तो मेरा नेट गेन तो 3 लाख का आ गया. तो मेरा जो यहाँ पे प्रॉफिट था, 5 लाख का, एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ, 5 लाख का प्रॉफिट, 15% टैक्स, कितना निकलता है? 75,000. मुझे वो फ्लैट पे करना पड़ेगा. सिंपल है. बट अगर मैं ये 2 लाख का बुक कर दूंगा, सो माय 75,000 टैक्स कम्स टू 45,000. एंड व्हेन आई क्लोज माय बुक ऑन 31st, आई विल सेल स्नोमैन. एंड ऑन द नेक्स्ट डे, ऑन द 1st of April, आई विल अगेन बाय स्नोमैन. सो मेरा कॉस्ट तो वही होगा. If I am selling snowman on, let us say 28th of March at 40 rupees, and if I am buying on 1st of April at 41 rupees, तो मुझे तो वही cost carry forward हो गया, but मेरा income tax से benefit हो गया. आप लोग बात को समझ रहे हो? So मेरा income tax में थोड़ा कम पे करना पड़ जाएगा. I am just telling you what the entire world does. Some people's years end in December. Some people's year end in the financial year ends in March. So this is what is called the January effect. पहले हम लोग बेचते हैं and then we will again see a boost in the market. मतलब एक स्टॉक फिर बढ़ जाता है. क्यों? क्योंकि मार्च में, अप्रैल में फिर सब ले लेते हैं. अब ये पढ़ना, अब आप लोग ये बात को समझोगे. JP Morgan says that January effect could give a boost to these stocks. By the way, मैंने snowman लिया नहीं वापस. I said so what I said is मैंने अब लेना नहीं है. I just booked my loss and I said I'm wrong, Deva. It's not going to perform, and I'm happy I did that. Okay, this is a paid article. I don't have access to it, but I'll just show you what it is. I think आप लोग अभी समझ ही जाओगे. The January effect is a perceived seasonal increase in stock prices during the month of January. Analysts generally attribute this rally to an increase in buying, which follows the drop in prices that happen in December when various investors are engaged in tax loss harvesting to offset capital gains, which leads to sell-off. So what sell-off you are seeing in today, yesterday, this could be a reason. This could be a reason because जो FIIs हैं, उन्होंने तो अपना टैक्स बचाना है ना. उनके इतने जो गेन्स हैं, वो तो अपना फाइनेंशियल ईयर को बंद कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने तो करना है. तो what you have to observe is from a longer perspective is that is this the reason why the market is coming down, and will you see that in the next 4-5 days in January does the market again go higher? Because that will be January effect. समझ आ गया? So thank you Harsh for getting me this concept, and thank you so that I could have included this in the video. Harsh Thakkar. Okay, coming back to the intraday charts, just wanted to teach you something new. Looking at the SGX Nifty, I am happy. मैंने आपको बताया कि शॉर्ट मत लेके जाना. वो रीजन मैं समझा चुका हूँ. अपना एक व्यू हमारा क्या है? 15 मिनट आपको मैं चार्ट दिखाता हूँ. 15-minute chart, observe करो. You can clearly see it's a clear perspective. Overall, please, if you are a long-term person, any dips towards 16,900 is a buy on dip. 16,900 is cut off. It is cut off. Any good dip till that level, buy the dip. Simple strategy है. But for intraday traders, ये हमारा important support है जो हम आज discuss कर रहे थे. 17,160 levels. So if tomorrow the market is opening flat, and if it starts to go below this, then you can go for this gap filling trade. 170-80 पॉइंट आपको इजीली कल मिल जाना चाहिए. I don't see a problem. But this is a good opportunity only when the markets are opening flat or a small gap down. So basically in this territory. But I would not be so interested in this trade if the market is opening here. That is a very crucial point for you to understand. If the market is opening only gap down over here, then I would like to think that all the overnight, this trade has already been booked. And then this gap filling should become a support. So then we will see how to plan it tomorrow market. अगर मार्केट अगेन इफ द मार्केट फॉर एग्जांपल ओपन्स गैप अप, अब बात क्या आ रही है, बात ये आ रही है व्हाट इफ द मार्केट इज ओपनिंग इन द मिडल और अ बिग गैप अप, जो आपको भी मार्केट एसजीएक्स दिखा रही है. अगेन एसजीएक्स निफ्टी कैन डू व्हाटएवर इट वांट्स इन द मॉर्निंग. आई एम वेरी सिंपल सेइंग, इट डज अ हैंगओवर. अभी ड्रिंक करने गया, इट्स गॉन इन अ पब, बट टुमारो मॉर्निंग इट विल हैव अ हैंगओवर. व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज, व्हेन विल देवांग मेहरा बी इंटरेस्टेड टू ट्रेड एक्सपायरी? सिंपल सी बात है. I am not a big fan कि मुझे expiry trade करना ही करना है. But when will be the time when I will be interested to trade the expiry? I have given you the hint today also on Telegram. I look for a consolidation or a volatility compression. If that happens tomorrow, then I would trade. So for example, let us say the market opens gap down or flat, but it doesn't break the low, so I can't trigger my short. If then market goes higher and around 11-12 o'clock halts here and then it breaks out, this I can trade around 1 o'clock, 12:30 for that expiry 0-0 trade. Otherwise, I am not interested to trade the expiry. मैं अपना आपको रूल सिंपल बता रहा हूं, सिंपल बात कर रहा हूं. If the market is doing volatility compression, only then I would like to, because यहाँ पे फिर थोड़ा short covering and all ये आ जाएगा, यहाँ पे फिर आ जाएगा. अगर मार्केट खुलता ही बहुत ऊपर है, गैप अप खुलता है, बिकॉज लास्ट आवर में सेलिंग आया था, तो इट इज पॉसिबल कि आपका जो फर्स्ट कैंडल है लाइक टुडे इट विल बिकम लाइक दिस. बहुत पॉसिबिलिटी है. सेम विद बैंक निफ्टी, बिल्कुल सेम है जो हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं अभी. बिकॉज द फर्स्ट कैंडल जो आज का था, क्योंकि हमारा सेलिंग आया, तो अगर कल मार्केट ऊपर खुलेगा तो कहीं लोग प्रॉफिट बुक करेंगे, कहीं लोग खरीदेंगे, तो ये एक आपका सपोर्ट बन जाएगा. इन दैट सिनेरियो ऑल्सो आई वुड वांट समथिंग लाइक दिस टू हैपन by 12 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock, so that if this starts to break basically above 12,250, 70-50, सॉरी, जब ये लेवल वापस ब्रेक करना शुरू करेगा आफ्टर कंसोलिडेशन में 12:30, 1 o'clock, मेरे को इसको प्ले करना है. बट आई विल नॉट ट्राई टू जस्ट बाय द गैप अप. देखो एक पॉसिबिलिटी पता है क्या है, मार्केट फॉर सम रीजन ओपन्स ओनली अबव 17,300. वो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग सिनेरियो हो जाएगा, वो हमें लाइव मार्केट में देखना पड़ेगा. व्हाई? बिकॉज मे बी दीस पीपल स्टार्ट टू गेट टेंस्ड and they start to cover the call writers. ये भी हो सकता है. A lot of times when the market opens only on the day of expiry above the highest OI, तो वो लोग घबरा जाएंगे, ये क्या हो गया, ये तो एक्सपेक्ट ही नहीं किया था. तो some will cover, that will create confusion. So that could actually lead to these levels becoming very strong support. But अभी मुझे लगता नहीं है वो ऐसा सिनेरियो लग रहा है. Right now it is showing a 80-point gap up, which I think trapped the people who gone short today. But again, Wednesday screw your mind. But all I am trying to say is that अगर I am expecting कि market इस range में खुल जाएगा, इसके अंदर ही खुलेगा, तो आप लोगों ने देखना है थोड़ा volatility compression हो, वो break करेगा, उसको trade करो. But otherwise, even tomorrow's first candle, if it opens in the range, should be like a doji, should be like a hammer, because पहले एक profit booking आएगा, फिर लोग खरीदेंगे, तो ये होगा. But only if it's a gap up. If it's a flattish opening, then मैं ये gap filling trade लूंगा. 70-80 पॉइंट है, आप ट्रेड लीजिए, 20 पॉइंट एसएल निफ्टी को दो, ले लो, डरना नहीं है मार्केट के अंदर. If I look at the chart of बैंक निफ्टी, अमेरिका में क्या हो रहा है, Nasdaq has फिर gone up, sorry ये तो यूके अंदर है. अमेरिका में Dow is doing okay, they're at highs man, they're at highs, everything is doing okay. It's just India that's been under some pressure. I hope it is because of January effect, and I hope we get to see the breakout that we are awaiting in the first week of January, where the stability starts to come in. If I look at the charts of Bank Nifty, our closing is not this, it's 35,045. View is simple, हमारा आज का लो क्या है, 34,900, जो यहाँ पे बार बार यहाँ पे मार्केट सपोर्ट ले रहा है. So अगर ये लो टूटेगा, how do you know this? Because यहाँ पे सबका भी stop loss है. Anyone who's gone long, he's got a stop loss over there. So अगर तो मार्केट flattish खुलता है and it breaks these lows flat opening के बाद, you can go short and target क्या हो सकते हैं, 34,600, 34,700 है, 34,800. So you can have 100, 200 and keep on trading. ये तो आप कर सकते हो. Same with Bank Nifty. If Nifty opens flat, Bank Nifty opens flat, that Nifty gap filling trade will come. Same with Bank Nifty. But I am assuming, I'm expecting that even after flat opening, that 34,600 should be maintained. ये टूटेगा नहीं. मुझे ऐसा लगता है that the market should hold that cutoff level that we have been considering for a very long time. But again, the scenario will change. Same if Bank Nifty also opens over here. Agar Bank Nifty are closing at 35,000, well above that very big crucial level. If it is opening also at 35,100, 200 point gap up, then kya karenge? Then again, same with Nifty. Look for a consolidation. Look for a consolidation happening at the upper end of the range around 12, 1 o'clock, and then trade aggressively after 1 o'clock if a breakout happens. Remember all these points. Remember also this, that agar morning mein gap up khulta bhi hai, the first candle will try to come down. So don't be aggressive on the long side on the very first candle of gap up. Remember all these points. Rest any crucial thing required, I will let you know on the market commentary. But I would like to maintain some inactivity for 1-2 days to enjoy, get fresh. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Love you all. Cheers.